What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. As usual, it's a nice day, beautiful day. And we are nice and beautiful. We are nicer than God. And we live beautiful life. Our life is good. Our life is precious. And that's why we are here, to make us understand this life we have. It is our life. It is not the gift of God. What I want to share now, I see many of our people still wallowing in that silly beliefs on colonized history or religious mentality, which is slave mentality, that say that life, breath, and all things are gifts of God to us. Because somebody put it in a book, tell you what you have. Although you labor to have it, he say it is gift of God. It is by God's grace. It is by God's mercy. All those things comes from people who are still living a bullshit life. Religious life is a bullshit life. Spiritual life is a bullshit life. It is not your ancestors that give you what you labored to have. And it is not God that give you what you labored to have. You are the one that make it happen. Spirituality, religion is ascribing your effort, your doings to some imaginary being. Period. Whether you are in spirituality or in religion, it's the same bullshit. Ascribing your effort, whether you succeed or not, you are ascribing it to some imaginary being. Akaji, there must somebody that don't want me to make it. And you see many of our people saying, Obasinachi, wealth is from God. Then some of them that don't believe in religion say, no, the God they are talking is nature. You are the one that made up that. Nature didn't tell you, give you wealth. Everything in this world are natural. Everything, including ourselves. We are not spiritual. So I want to talk about hard work, because I made a post. I made that post last year, so I share it again this year. Saying about like, oh, if you need a house, if you need marriage, engagement, if you need children, whatever you need in this world, you cannot have it by shouting amen or by shouting I claim it in Jesus' name. You cannot have them by doing shouting all that. You have to work hard to have it. That's what I say. Then I see many of our people begin to rant, especially women, our young women. They are our major problem. I didn't say they are our major enemies. I said they are our major problem. Ministers of God are our major enemies in our land. But you see our women, especially the younger ones. I don't know about your family. My family is also religious. There must be your sister, one of my sister or my sisters. I have 3 sisters, but 2 of them, I see 2 of them as really Christianity. God is here. Yet you are suffering and you're talking about God. I see them commenting nonsense. They say the post is nonsense. What are you saying? You cannot make it without grace of God. You cannot make it without God's mercy. He said, how about people that are working hard but they're not making it? Idiot, listen. If you know what you are doing and work hard at it, you will make it. You made it when you feed yourself. What is that? But what these people call making it is maybe when they buy nice cars, build a house, have things they want to have because others have it. They don't even know themselves. They don't know what they really need. But because somebody else have it, I must have it. I saw it in the movie. I saw it in the television. I must have it. That thing look good. I must have it. Of course, if you want it and you work hard at it, you will get it. Prayer will not give it to you. Amen will not give it to you. I tap into it, will not give it to you. I key into it, will not give it to you. I claim it, will not give it into you. Impartation will not give it into to you. It will never. It can never. There is no God that will give it to you. Pray all you want. No God can drop a car key on your lap, say your car is outside, go and take it. But it's supposed to be so. If God is almighty, if all things are possible with God, of course. How can you labor? You labor, you work diligently. You put in hard work. You work night and day. Some of you barely sleep for 4 hours. You keep working. Then you succeed. You say it's a great... Because those ministers lie to you, telling you that. They take your money to be better. They tell you, because of their hard work. Oh, I don't sleep 4 hours. I like it, but that has always been his testimony. He said, how can you be sleeping more than 4 hours and say you want to succeed? But you work. You wrote books for sale. You are doing those. It was even an Anglican man, my ex-in-law, who opened my eyes about what is going on with all these men of God we are following. I went to his house in Lagos. So he saw me early morning. I have left for Winners. I came back late in the afternoon or late in the evening. He sat me down in his parlor. He asked me, where did I go to? I said, I went to church. He said, who is the owner of the church? I said, Bishop Oyedebo. He said, is he poor or rich? I said, he's rich. He said, does he sell books and all that? I said, of course. But you went. And you went and still give him your tithe and offering. And he tell you he's doing the work of God. No, all those ministers are working hard to be rich. They are not preaching hard to be rich. I mean, like just preaching and God bless them. No. All they are preaching, all they are teaching, it is for them to make more money. Make you have money. I mean, make you have money for them. Bring the money. Because they know when they siphon you, when they brainwash you, you must drop money, you must bring money. Even the money you don't have, you will go and borrow to give to them. You will take from people to go give to them because they tell you if you give to them, you will receive. You will be blessed. By this year, you will have your own car. For where? Now, by this time tomorrow, I will have a new car, right? Now, I labored for it. I saved money for it. Huh? Now, tomorrow, when I have it, if I'm still a Christian, I will go for dedication in the church for testimony and saying all that bullshit. No, it is not a gift of God. God cannot give you a car because God don't make car. And God don't have money. God cannot give you money. God cannot give you car. There is nothing you have in this world that is a gift of God. Nothing. You say, what are you saying? How about the life you're living? No, the life you're living, somebody labored to have you. A man and a woman labored. You think sex is easy? You think having sex is just... No, sex is labor. You labor during sex also. You don't know what your father went through to impregnate your mother. And you don't know what your mother went through to have you. And that's why you are saying it is the gift of God. Because even those your parents also, they are religiously stupid. Telling you, yeah, it is God. I have you by the grace of God. I have you by the mercy of God. No. God gives no child. God doesn't give children. There's no gift of God in this world. Nature is there and we were born in that nature to explore and enjoy life. There's no God that will give you anything. You were not born with any belief system. You were not born with any religion. We are not born with anything except your brain, your mind, which is infinite, which is powerful. Your mind is omnipotent. You can create anything in your mind, then you work hard to bring it into reality. If not, it will just end up like night dream or daydream. You have it in your mind, the force. Then you have to labor. You have to work hard to bring it into reality. If you don't bring it into reality, pray all you want, it will never be possible. You are waiting for somebody to labor and bring it, and you say it is a gift of God. No, that person labored to have it. It is that person that give it to you, not God. Especially when that person say that your life is miserable, and that person have some humanity in him and move to give to you. Some of them will say it's the Holy Spirit that lead them to give to you. No. They saw you need it. See, sometimes when you are praying in the church, some people that have some property to give away, they open their eyes looking, who will I give this to? I remember when I was going to Winners, every time I saw this lady in the church praying. I don't know her from even that time and now. I don't know that lady. But when I look at her, I say, I think this lady need a husband. And I'll be praying for her. She don't know. Oh, God, give her a husband. Religion is bullshit. I'm praying because they say God does not give any husband. You see, many of you that married and you are suffering in your marriage, you know why you suffer? Because you married in the name of God. You married by faith. A man came to marry you, you say no, he's old and not married, but that man have what it takes to take care of you. You say you want to marry a young man, then you go and marry a young man he don't have. Both of you are suffering. You start fighting. You start blaming somebody. You say, you don't know how to show love. You don't know how to do this. That's bullshit. You're supposed to calculate. You marry somebody that can take care of you, especially a woman in Africa. In a place like Africa, you don't marry by faith. Everyone that married by faith are suffering. And every one of them that married by choice also is suffering in Africa because it's a jungle. It's a place of suffering. A wise woman in Africa will look, what do you have, man? Do you have your own business? Well, I want to see what you have. Any wise woman that tell you married out of love in Africa is lying to you. You don't marry out of love in Africa for what? Will you eat love? No way. That's why our people used to do investigation before they give their daughter to you. I don't want my daughter to be suffering, and tomorrow she will come here asking me for yam, asking me for rice, asking me for ingredients to cook because they don't have. No, nobody want that. You have to open you need knowledge. No, it's not the gift of God. No God can give you a wife. No God can give you a husband. Anyone that say God give them wife or husband, go and see how they are living today. They are living in hell. They are suffering because any gift of God brings confusion. Every gift of God leads to bondage. No, it is not a gift of God. You work hard for it. When you work hard, I say to my daughter, if you work hard, just for the reason why you go to school in America is to make money, period. Other things about us, I'm the one teaching her that and asking her to do research. But the purpose of you going to school in America is for you. I don't want you to work like me. I don't want you to work under people controlling you. No. Take your time. You are not competing with anyone. Have all the education you need. Study. Go to school until you get your doctorate. Then, boom, you live your life. Men will beg to marry you. Of course. No man want to marry and be suffering. The same thing goes to women. No woman want to marry and be suffering. But you see them after marriage, because religion has taught them to lie to themselves. They say it is the gift of God. It is not me that have done it. It is by the grace of God. Which grace of God? If there is anything like grace of God, you won't need to walk. That grace will bring miracle. You know what is miracle? Look, just like they lie to you about salvation, they tell you the salvation is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. Then you walk, you don't want to boast. In other words, if you walk, you are qualified to boast. But if you don't walk, if it's a gift, you're not qualified to boast. But you walked, you labor to have that car, you labor to build that house, you labor to have that job, you labor to graduate, and you are saying, no, it is God, it is grace of God. Which grace of God? It's religion that confuses you. There is nothing you want to have in this world you can receive from the gift as a gift of God. No God can give you anything. No spirit can give you anything. It is your fellow human being that can give it to you, and that person must have labored for it. Person must have labored for it to have it, unless he stole it. A A gift, what you work for is not a gift. Now I'm going to work, and after maybe they pay me, and you are telling me to say it's a gift of God. You know, I work for it. You know what I went through at work? Sometimes I get hurt, and later you tell me to give glory to which stupid God? Where was that? I don't need to work if my God exists. If I have a God that takes care of me, I don't need to work. It's like a wife that married a rich man saying she wants to work. She's stupid. Work for it's out of fear. They say, okay, let me go find work in case if anything happens tomorrow, because they have destroyed family system that Africans had. If you marry a man in Africa before, you marry into the family, and if that man is rich, there's no way you will suffer again. It is evil people that came and corrupted that system and gave you this Western system that is killing us today. We don't have brotherhood anymore. Your husband died, you're on your own. They begin to take whatever your husband have. They don't care whether you have children or not. Of course, if you don't have children, they kick you away. They won't even consider to marry you again, because they will think you are the one making your husband not to give them before. It is not a gift of God. Anything you have in this world, it is not by God's grace. If it is the gift of God, if it is by God's grace, if it is by God's mercy, you wouldn't need to work for it at all. Anything that is gift of God, you're not supposed to work for it. He said in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8, he says salvation is the gift of God, not of works. Is it not what he said? Then when you work for it, it is no longer a gift. That's why I say grace with law is not possible. Because grace is freely. You didn't work for it, you didn't qualify, but you take it. Mercy means you are not qualified, but you have it. You don't deserve it, but you have it. That is mercy. But grace is you didn't work for it. It's unmerited. It's not something they pay you for your labor. It is free. And the same book tell you in James chapter 1:17, it says every good gift, every perfect gift comes from God. Where have you seen any good gifts come from God? Car is a good gift. Okay, let God give you a car. How can you be trekking and you saying God is the one that gives car? What is God waiting for to give you the car? How many years now since you are born, some of you, your family never have a car. No member of your family has ever have, even in your extended families. But you still believe God is the one that gives car. Which type of chi is that? A God that will stop you from prospering. That God shouldn't be your God. He said, oh, some people are laboring, but their God didn't sign it for them. Oh, that's nonsense. It's people that made up that. And when you listen to all this music, especially Africans are making, they are singing their ignorance in those songs, and some people are living by it. No, if you know what you are doing and you know where, learn from the farmers. You cannot labor and not make it. You cannot work hard and not make it. But if you go, okay, there is no rain, and you say you want to farm, you are stupid. You will labor in vain. That's why farmers wait. There is time for everything. There is time for you to sow, and there's time for you to reap. But if you go laboring in the wrong, some of you are supposed to move wherever you are. Even in your village, go to another village or go to another place. You don't farm on the same land every year and expect bountiful harvest. No, learn from that wisdom. That's why some of them leave them for 1 year or 2 years before they come back there, so that the land will bring more nutrition in it, or more manure. Even the place around your house in the village where you farm, you know you must be putting manure there. You eat some food, finish, you throw it there. The peel of yam, you throw it there, because you have hope during rainy season or during farming season, you will farm it. You take goat shit and pour it there, spread it there. You plan for it. You said there are people that are laboring, that are working hard, but they're not making it. Who tell you they're not making it? They can clothe themselves, they can eat, they can feed themselves. And you said they are not making it because you want them to make it like how? You want them to make it like, oh, they have the most expensive car. If you are thinking about, why not think about innovation and invention? Because we have been conditioned. If God will give you this, God gave Solomon that. God gives no one wisdom, and God gives no one riches. You must work for it. Is it not written in your book? He said, get wisdom. You labor to get get knowledge or get understanding. You labor to get them. Wisdom comes from experience. Knowledge, you labor to know. You don't know because you just lay down. Even for you lay down on your bed, begin to think. You can know. You labor. You labor. Thinking is also laboring. But some of you say, no, I'm not thinking. God will speak to me. God will bless me. God will do it. God will send somebody to speak something. Oh, man of God, what is God's will for me? What is God? That's bullshit. There is nothing like gift of God. There's nothing like the call of God. No. Everything you have in this world, you must labor or somebody labored for it. Some of you inherited what your parents labored for. And you are living on it, and you go to church saying it is God that bless you, or telling people it is God. A woman sleep with men, and the men gave her money to start something, and she said it is gift of God. A man stole, a man lied, a man did many bad things to make money, and he said it is gift of God. And you say, yeah, it is gift of God. And you see poor people saying, yeah, it is God. It is not any God that give it. Everyone that made it, they did a lot of things to make it. And you must do the same. If you do the same thing they did, you will make the same thing they make. Nature can never cheat you. It can never. If they stole to make it, if you steal also, you will make it. They catch you, you come out, you steal again. Until you make it. There is no killing rich man in this world. Because we are not born to be rich and the poor. All of us, we are born rich. But wickedness of men brought division among us. Now we have rich people and the poor people. That's imbalance. That is not natural. It is against nature to have poor people and rich people. All of us supposed to be enjoying in this world. You were not born with anything you have in this world. Nothing. You are not. All of us were born naked. So why are we paying? Why are we living unbalanced life among us? There should be balance. That is nature. Nature is balance. Where there is man, there is woman. Understand that there is no God that gives you anything. What you have is not a gift of God. Grace of God has brought you enough disgrace. It is time for you to wake up. The mercy of God has messed your life enough. It is time for you to wake up. It is time for you to activate your brain. Activate your carnal mind. You have to be carnally minded to make it in this world. Spiritually minded people cannot make it in this world. Religious or religious people cannot make it in this. That's why you see religious people, they're the one doing corruptible things. They're the one going invading other people's land, taking their positions, and they tell you it is God. And that's why you see some Africans still saying their ancestors were into slavery before white men came. Stupid. That's the lie they told you. If you want to know how your ancestors lived, which they call slavery, look at the Igbo people today. Igbo people simply means ancient people. It's not a tribe. They destroy you, Africans. It's time for you to rise up and destroy those and those things that have been destroying you. Activate your carnal mind. Think as a human being and live your life naturally. Peace.